into the tea, guys. So let's see. What the fuck is going on? Is it Munchausen? Is it Lyme disease? Is it a crazy person? Or is it SpellWork? But before I get into all my interesting questions, let's just see the energy. Ooh, let's have some fun. Let's see what is going on. In a future slot, we will leave it there. All right. It's telling me a woman that's dealing with regret, pain, sorrow, wanting to rest, but unable to. It's saying that she's trying to be strong. Something to do with her ego. She's been praying for a miracle. Ooh. So let's get into this motherfucking tea, bitch. So like I said, a woman that's going through things. It's the sorrow behind this. Look at the man at his little altar here. He's looking all ugly and shit. He's like, oh, why is my life like this? Why do I not have peace? Why do I not have truth? And why do I say that? Because it's almost like the swords are separate. The 3 of swords there and 1 sword here, right? Even though this is the 4 of swords. So it's saying on the walls, right? The walls are almost part of the foundation. Pain, hurt, sadness. That's why this guy is sad. And he's looking at that 1 sword. What do 1 sword represent? Usually could be the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, or truth, right? The Ace of Swords is telling me this woman, she's just like, it's so much that have went on in my life. And this is just when I'm getting intuitive, guys. Intuitively. She's like, it's a lot of things that went on in my life. So much hurt, so much pain. She's like, why do I not have truth? Why do I not have justice? Why can't the truth come out? She's soaking in pain. Her spirit is hurting. At the same time, she's trying to take back her strength. She's trying to take back dominion over her life. She's trying to control that beast system, right? She feels like she can control Hollywood. She feels like she's going to work at it. She feels like she's going to do things her way, right? She's been praying. She's been hopeful. But in the future slot, is it all for naught? The 7 of Swords representing strategy. Strategy being sideways. Maybe the strategy is not so practical. Right? Maybe it's not so practical. Why? Because her foundation is built off of lies. This is given something very cerebral. Right? This is almost just like if you're an escort, right? I'm going to use this as an example, right? I'm going to use 2 examples. No, it's telling me just this one. So let's just say you're a stripper or an escort, right? And then you're like, you're being exploited and you feel a particular way. And you're just like, I'm going to take back my power. Because this actually happens at the strip club, guys, right? I just say that for what it's worth. I agree we get into it. But, yeah, it's just like a vibe where it's kind of just like these women sometimes are just like, I'm going to take back my power. I'm going to take back my authority. And it's like, okay, you're scantily clad. You're out there popping pussy, bitch. Living your best motherfucking life. I ain't, like, faulting you for trying to make some coin. Do you? Right? But realistically, though, does it sound kind of stupid? Because it's like, okay, well, how are you going to take back your strength? How are you going to take back your power and your authority when you're in a strip club or when you're prostituting, right? What, are you going to be a little bit more selective as far as who you're interacting with? Okay, but you're still in a situation of exploitation. So it's giving me faulty logic, and I'm drawn to pull from the bottom of the deck and the top of the deck. Yeah, look at this, faulty logic. Injury. It don't make sense. So it's like, okay, she feels like she's doing all this praying. That's cool. She's trying to take back her power. But it's like, okay, you're in the beast system, right? It just is what it is. You're in the actual beast system. So if you're in the beast system, right, why do you think crowning this is injury with the 7 of Wands? I know the 9 of Wands is here, but it's just like, why are you almost hunched down? Why are you tired? The injury representing being tired. The Seven of Wands can represent someone being tired. Why are you tired? Why are you dealing with oppression? Because you're in the beast system. And again, more injury. The Nine of Wands. Why are you dealing with this injury? So much injury, so much being tired. You're making yourself tired. It's telling me a lack of logic. Okay, I think it's cute. You got some moxie, right? I have moxie, right? You see how I do tarot? Tons of moxie, bitch. But it's kind of just like, realistically though, girl, like what you trying to do, babes? Like, yeah, I don't know. It just is what it is, right? I don't think I'm wrong. It just just is what it is. Like, how you gonna take back? It doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have to leave the system. Is this why she does things like I guess not try to be so much in the industry as far as like Hollywood and the modeling stuff? I think she says something like, even her sister says something like, oh, we're gonna be more selective or something. Like, it's like, okay, that's cool, that's great, right? I'm not just saying let the system just take you over, obviously, but it's a vibe of kind of like where you're really trying to swim upstream. I mean, it's like at a certain point it's going to be impossible, right? Because it's like this waterfall, this upstream vibes, it's never ending. It's a full-on fucking complex, right? And it's like, okay, at a certain point you keep trying to swim upstream, keep trying to swim upstream, and it's just like, okay, you're going to be doing that for eternity because it's always going to be the stream there of Hollywood. So it's like at a certain point, if you're being tired and if it's crushing you, then you're going to have to opt out. Spiritually, what's going on with her spiritually currently? Before I start asking the other deep shit, what's going on with her spiritually currently? What can we see? Okay, she's still an industry baby, despite whatever's going on, despite whatever she's trying to put out, despite the actual abuse that she's dealing with. The industry still values her. She's still an industry baby. The beast is here, holding on to the egg. Her. She's still an industry baby. It is what it is. I have value in her. It's causing sorrow. Not just that, she's dealing with a lot of demons and heartbreak. It is what it is. There's a lot of dead bodies in this situation, guys. Bad omen. You can't really have abundance when you're dealing with deep shit. See, like the birds falling from the sky and shit like that. You're seeing the omen when you see her, right? How she looks sickly, how she doesn't look well. What do you think that's about, right? We're going to be getting into it. But let me just say, like, you can see the signs. You can see the signs for what it is. At the same time, she's dealing with some mental issues. It is what it is. She's dealing with some mental health issues. Not just that. There's a man here. What's going on with this man? This older man. As far as this Bella Hadid, what can we see? Okay, there's things going on behind the scenes with a man. It's telling me for protection, and it's telling me as well for spiritual protection. I don't know who she's with. I don't know who she's dating, but it's telling me an older man, a love offer. At the same time, it's an oppressive situation. It's not a free situation. It's telling me more exploitation, more abuse. It's secret with the hermit. You see this, guys, right? Okay. Not just that, whatever she's getting from this man, this older man, this spiritual protection she wants and this protection, he's not giving her shit. He's just exploiting her. This is reminiscent of what her sister is going through with that Bradley Cooper, right? So this is currently what's going on with her spiritually. Not beautiful. What can we see as far as this Munchausen? Is it Munchausen? Let me get into that first. And it's just whatever comes out. I ain't going to do a whole spread with this. Is it Munchausen? Okay. Is she looking for a prognosis? Right? Like what is she looking for? Because it's telling me she's not even sure it's even that. So it's telling me she's just making up shit at this point. Right? It's just like what the fuck? Is it Lyme disease? Like, what is she looking for? It's like, I'm seeing that she's looking for answers, right? Because I asked, is it Munchausen? So she's looking for answers. Is she making herself sick? It's like you're interacting with all these different recipes, all these different potions, right? So it's saying it's angle here, right? Because you see it's a woman. You can see it's a woman dealing with medication, dealing with substances. It's saying dealing with some sort of healing, trying to heal. I'm seeing a woman that's trying to heal, right? So this is for Munchausen. Let's see the next card. Is it Lyme disease? What can we see? Let me move this out the way. I don't want that to be here. Is this Lyme disease? What can we see about the Lyme disease? We always hear about Lyme disease and shit. Is it Lyme disease? What's going on with the Lyme disease? Okay, people are just stamping shit on her, or she's stamping shit on herself. I say people because it's like, okay, is this her mother? What's going on with that? Right? Because I'm going to be real with you. I asked about Lyme disease. What I'm seeing here is she was stamped with something. This is giving me more karmic energies, guys. I got to be real. This isn't giving me a situation to do with nature. This is giving me a curse. So it's like, okay, you know how like when people go through certain health issues, they don't know like what's happening with them. And it's kind of just like, you know, sometimes doctors can't even tell you why you're sick or why a person's sick. And they just come up with the sickness that matches like the symptoms and shit. So it's like, okay, is it Lyme disease? I'm going to be real. No, it's not Lyme disease. Would the doctors classify it as Lyme disease? I guess so. But what I'm seeing here is that she's been karmically stamped with something. So that's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing, as far as the Lyme disease, being karmically stamped with something. My next question is this woman just crazy? Is she just crazy? I'm seeing that she's going through issues trying to look for actual answers. From spiritually, from physically, she's trying to look for answers. So she's a woman that's actually going through shit, looking for answers. This guy's all about rituals. This woman be going through the whole medical ritual of doing different things, different procedures, different whatever, to try to heal herself. So she's not crazy. She's actually going through things. And my final question, is it SpellWork? I'm seeing that she took on demons and spirits from evil people that she was having sex with or forced to have sex with in Hollywood. It is what it is, right? If those so-called files or email is true about how that guy was just saying that these sisters just give blowjobs and basically get fucked by whoever in the industry so they can move on, up, whatever you want to call it. If that's true, look at this. I'm saying, is it SpellWork? What I'm seeing here is a sexual dimension. This lady, she was interacting with men that had something. You see this guy holding his crotch? He had demons in his crotch. So what I'm getting is, sorry for a loud noise outside when people be running and shit. Anyway, what I'm seeing here is that this is a sexual element to it. So let's look at everything that popped up now, right? Now I asked, was it Munchausen? You see, this is a woman trying to look for answers, basically making herself sick, dealing with potions, doing too much. So yes, it's an element of Munchausen. The next question was it Lyme disease? And what it's saying here is that she's been stamped with something karmic. So it's telling me this Lyme disease is karmic. The next question was, is she crazy? It said, no, she's not crazy. She's actually dealing with shit. She's trying to do all these rituals. The rituals isn't like SpellWork rituals. It's like going to the doctor, you know, like praying is a ritual. So it's like she's doing all these rituals looking for answers. She's not getting it. This card is sideways. Then I asked, like, okay, is it SpellWork? And it's saying the truth is that these men that she's been having sex with, a younger woman here with an older man, they passed something on to her. What do you think they passed on to her, right? Their demons, their sickness, their disease. It's that conflict. So, okay, think about this, right? Because it's metaphysical. These men just want to penetrate you and all that, right? These aren't even normal everyday men. These are men of authority and power, right? Now, you know, people always talk about these demonic things that these men of power do, right? I wouldn't know. But people say things like, you know, from sacrificing people to ingesting people, doing all sorts of stuff, drinking all sorts of fluids from a human's body, right? And I'm not even talking about sexual fluids, if you get what I'm trying to say. So imagine these men, you're consuming their semen, their spunk, as the English would say, the British would say, you're consuming their spunk, right? then it's kind of just like you're having your minge, as English and British would say as well. You're having your minge pounded out and shit and ejaculated with, because you know goddamn right, like goddamn sure these men ain't using no damn fucking condoms and shit. So they're fucking ejaculating in your minge. You have all these fucking sick energies in you, demonic ass energies in you, and it just is what it is. Like, you think that you're going to be okay. You know, maybe her spirit ain't evil, right? Sometimes people have a dirty spirit, like the person that's either violating them or doing something to them, and it's not such a bad reaction. I'm seeing that this lady, she's dealing with something karmic that's being passed down her bloodline, right? And I'm seeing that the men that she interacted with passed some sickness and disease to her spirit. She's unwell. So I broke down that energy clear as day. We can put this shit to rest now. It's telling me I can look at more energies because I have to use these decks now. So what else can we see? Anything else we can see regarding this Bella Hadid? They fucking gave her an infected minge, child. Oh my god. An infected minge. Fucking shit. She wanted success though. That's what I'm seeing. She wanted success. That's deep. She wanted movement. She wanted traction. So those files, those emails about what was being said, there's some truth to it, right? I mean, I didn't read it for myself. I only heard about it in passing because of YouTube. If it's true, what's being said, then look, she wanted movement, the Chariot. Not just that. Okay, what were you doing? What were you getting into? Because it's saying that it's something with her bloodline. These people are some sort of opportunists. These people do the most. These people are shady. So it's like, okay, she might not be evil, right? If like her father or whoever, her ancestry have some evil shit going on, maybe she's not evil. Maybe the traits that she got from them, because this is just what I'm seeing, is being an opportunist. Basically getting plowed out in your minge by ugly fat white dudes and shit to be successful, right? If those emails and files were true, you were basically giving head to all these nasty, gross dudes and shit. And you know what the rumor was too about Harvey Weinstein? They said he had some sort of flesh-eating bacteria and it made his penis deform. So it's like you're fucking with these men that are cursed, that have all these bad things going on, putting it in your mouth, consuming it like it's food, then ingesting it. Fucking eating a bad burrito can make you sick. So what do you think happens when you're sucking on a bad sausage, girl? Like, the fuck? So it's telling me, right? It's telling me you could have been exploited by your mother, right? Let's just put it that way, your family. We got into that reading, the reading I did for you about that. That's real life shit. But it's saying, though, at a certain point, you just don't care. You're not looking at the karmic signs as far as what's happening with your bloodline. You act like you don't see it and you're putting it to rest because you like the industry. You heard the car horn honk? It said I'm onto something. Because if you didn't like this shit, there's been so many models that left this shit. So many, right? From fucking Yasmin Guri or whatever the fuck her name is. That chick. From fucking who's the next one? They said a lot of these models, they be leaving, like they disappear and you never hear about them because they don't want to be exploited anymore. From fucking Brandy, whatever, that Brandy chick, she's really beautiful. That Brandy, she's absolutely gorgeous. Like that supermodel from the 90s, Brandy, she's an absolute dream. Like flirtatious, beautiful, perfection. Right? Pure perfection. That Brandy was everything. She don't get enough credit, I guess. Like, I don't even know her last name. I just know her name is Brandy something. She was amazing. But it's kind of just like, they left. I know Brandy, I think she came back recently. But it's kind of just like, a lot of these women, they left. They didn't want to be exploited. They didn't want to be used as prostitutes anymore. A lot of these people were prostitutes. Even in the old days, in the fucking black and white days and shit. It's telling me, like, people know what the industry was about, even like with Playboy. Like, there's been books about it and all sorts of shit about, like, I don't know, about like those Playboy chicks actually being prostitutes. right? Like you'll see them like it was a prostitute catalog. It wasn't just a magazine or whatever you want to call it for just men to jack off to. No, it was actually like going through Amazon, looking at fucking product that you want to buy and shit, right? So it's like, it just is what it is. This is nothing new. Those women left. So it's kind of just like, it's kind of just like, at a certain point, you see I've been talking too much. At a certain point, it's kind of just like, you wanted this. You wanted like to be in the industry. So it's like, you really want to be in the industry so bad that you're trying not to even think about what's going on. You're just putting that shit to rest. Why? Because you fucking want the prosperity. You want the Six of Wands energy. You like that shit. It's dead. It's nothing to it. It's like an illusion. Moving on in the future, though, you're going to be regaining some sort of power. But at the end of the day, like I said, this situation is dead. It just dead, filled with injury. You fighting for your life. Is it worth it? Is being in these magazines worth it? I'm pretty sure you might feel amazing and shit, right? Like having people give you all these compliments and shit. I don't really care about that personally myself, but you know, I'm not stupid. I have common sense and I've interacted with people. So I know that people love compliments and stuff like that. You know, for me personally, like, yeah, I just don't care about it. Like, yeah, I'm not like searching for that shit. But I understand I'm not dumb. I get like people, they really love to receive compliments. They love to receive like compliments like, oh, you're beautiful and all that shit. Like it makes them feel something, right? So it's like, okay, you wanted all these compliments, you wanted this lifestyle, but it's just like death crowning it and you fighting for your fucking life. It wasn't worth it. What can we see? What else can we see? And I'm going to leave it here. The Wheel of Fortune. You wanting your money again. This energy. Okay. Death. You see that shit? Yeah, all this is about money, guys. Look at that. And at the heart of the matter, the Tower. So, okay. You know, you come from wealth, right? You existed in a wealthy situation, however you want to say it, with the Wheel of Fortune, right? But how much is being too greedy? How much is being too greedy with the Nine of Pentacles? How much are you, like, how much of it is too much? You know, how much is too much? It's giving me a whole message, but I'm going to just keep it to myself. How much is too much? Because it's saying that you're broken down. You see this woman? She don't even look strong. She look broken down. She's trying to look for peace with the fucking bird and shit that's on her shoulder. You're trying to look for fucking happiness and peace and abundance and the simple shit now. You see, like, this woman's out in nature. So it's just like, it's deep. It's like her situation. It's like, okay, you put yourself in this tough situation, or let's just say life happened and you, like, you know, got caught up then, if you know, want to make excuses for her. But it's like, okay, like, at a certain point, is this, you know, you accepted this whole thing. You want to continue the cycle. Now it's like you're finding joy in the simple, basic shit of life. This is energy, though. The Ace of Wands is energy. Not just that. This Knight of Swords is an interesting Knight of Swords. All this armor on, all this padding. It's driving you crazy. You might end up in a fucking crazy house because you're seeing and interacting with people that are demonic and crazy. It's not normal unless you're really of the fucking bloodline. Are you of the bloodline? Tell me. See, I'm about to knock off my motherfucking stance. Like, bitch, are you part of the motherfucking bloodline or are you not? Right? I don't know why people just don't want to stay in their place sometimes. You ain't gonna catch my ass trying to fucking mingle with the fucking crazy demonic people of this world. Why? Because they're like, what the fuck? Like, it ain't that serious. Right? Like, you know, you want some status and shit, and is it worth your fucking mind, bitch? No. That's why death is crowning this. This is why getting all this money. Seven of Pentacles. You getting caught up in this money and shit. And at the heart of this matter is the Tower. It wasn't worth it. It's all garbage. You know, your sanity is everything. I get it. We all have to eat and shit. But that's not your situation. I get survival. You feel me? Like, if I'm hungry and shit like that, I'm a fucking twerk for Harvey Weinstein. What the fuck? You think I'm a starved bitch? No. If that nigga want me to twerk, I'm a twerk bitch. I gotta feed myself. It is what it is. But was your situation truly that? No, your situation wasn't truly that. You know, you could have became a teacher. You had fucking resources. Even the energies tell me it's true. You had fucking resources, bitch. You know, let's just say even if your father was just like, okay, I don't want to give you shit. You ain't going to be connected to nothing. Whatever. You could have just been a teacher, lived a normal life, or whatever job you wanted to do that was normal. And okay, it would have been did and done. But you wanted the fame, you wanted the fortune, you wanted to be around these people. And what these people did, they fucked the shit out of your minge, made you sick, and it wasn't worth it. And then it's just like you realize at the end of the day, this shit is all garbage, it's all trash. It don't mean shit. People's perception don't mean shit. That's why it's just like negative people want to be negative to me. It's like, guys, are you guys fucking stupid? Stop being a hating ass hoe, bitch, and just live your best life. Because you fucking with a nigga that really don't give a fuck, bitch. And the next thing is like, now you're seeing the joys of the simple shit. Girl, get yourself together, Bella. Get yourself together, because you out here looking sickly and crazy, bitch.